Welcome to the Rasslecast Power Hour.
Power hour.
I am 1/5, sometimes 1/3 of your World Podcast Tag Team Champions, B hyphen, aka I had a little wine today. But
Mm.
before we go
Oh
any further,
shit.
I can't say anything. It's in the contract. I can't let the show go on until I speak, until I introduce the one, the only, Handsome Bane. How are you today, sir?
I'm doing great, brother. I'm doing
Woo,
great. I am. We are on the precipice of greatness today.
woo.
Because I'm going to be really short with mine because we have three introductions today that are guaranteed to break the AKA record in one podcast. I think we're actually going to do it today.
One pod.
So I was working on sounds. I was going to put something in between Mark Rob's AKAs, but I'm going to wear a hole in the phone by pressing that button for all the AKAs that are coming forth. So, folks,
Shout out to wearing out the hole.
yeah, of course, working the gimmick.
Boing.
Curveballs. Let's go.
There we go. Uh, I'm going to give you their names, but they're going to give you the world. Of course, our the Mark Rob, Dame underscore 313 and Motor City Oprah. Enjoy.
Yo, 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 it's your motherfucking boy, the Mark Rob, aka Sean Madlove, aka Gordon Darks, aka Pasty Twitter, aka Four Eye Willie, aka Himbo Slice, aka Thick Foley, aka Fluff Bagwell, aka Vicious and Delicious, aka Torque Angle, aka the Big Floss Man. I open up the sheets, look under the covers. God damn, it's another victim of the chub rub, aka Southeast Side Gun. I skipped the Grammys 37 years straight to watch wrestling, aka Baquan the Shepherd. Because do you smell what the mark is cooking? Aka Larry July. Don't check me. Turn around your girl. Tell her to check the kitchen. What's going on?
Hey man, that was incredible. That was
There's
incredible.
two thick Foley's here. That's crazy.
There is one with two C's and one with one C.
Southeast side.
Actually, no, one with three C's. It's not the one you think. We now bring you Damon.
Yo, what's good? It's your man Dame. 3_313. The West Side landlord, the Pride of PA, High Chief Dame, don't fuck around. The liquor store legend, the corner store conquistador, your mama's favorite Dame, and the David Ruffin of the Shop Talk podcast, because you know who the fuck they came to see. Not you, Otis. It's no better than these four letters. Thank God for Dame. And if you speaking on Dame, you better say it nice. And if you don't put the boss in front, then bitch, you're not saying it right. It's the honorable Judge Boss Dame and this bitch all rise. And I am a black belt.
My nigga. Ugh. That's what got me into AKAs. That's what got me into them. Oh
The
man.
black belt. All right.
And of
Well,
course, the hot tag to bring it home, the one, the only Motor City Oprah.
I feel so unprepared,
You are.
but it's me, Motor City Oprah, aka Cheyenne Lene, aka the other thick Foley, aka
There it
Trish
is.
Stratitz, aka Kofi King's tits, aka Thick Flair, aka I can't even think of any of my other ones. Like I'm super underprepared. I feel so ashamed, but I'll get it
Mm,
together. I'll get it
mm.
together.
All right. Well,
But it's me. It's me.
Honor
you're
Dame
here.
all Sunday
back
afternoon.
back for the first time since she tried to put Vince in the hall. We had to be we had to,
Oh,
we had to walk
homie
that back.
court.
We
Oh,
had to
bringing a
walk that
wrestler's
back.
court. That's
Oh,
what it
why would
was.
No,
you?
no,
Oh,
no,
it's an
Oh,
no.
ambush. It's
It,
been an ambush the
it,
entire
oh
time.
God.
Bring her on in here. You stand
Yeah.
accused of being okay with Vince McMahon being Vince McMahon.
I feel like that was the start of his downfall.
It
Like
really
ever since
was.
then.
Uh,
You put
that's
hilarious.
him
the
in the
Like
start of
ever since
everybody
WrestleCast.
then.
knowing.
Then he showed up
Yeah,
as his telenovela twin.
man.
Yo, Muchacho came out there.
The start of
He
Vince
been
McMahon's downfall was started back in like '86
Oh
yeah.
when he
yeah.
was pulling his out in the back of a limousine
Oh shit.
to a
He in
to a
his
female
Vince
referee.
Hitler bag now.
No, we call the mustache muchacho.
That mustache is insane.
If you're gonna go,
Very much.
shouldn't have one at all.
Oh
Yeah.
man. So before we get too much into Muchacho,
Yeah,
Motor City Oprah. I'm glad you're back on the show. Very happy to have you here.
Yes,
Thank you
yes.
for having me.
Oh, of course, it's always a pleasure.
yeah, the
Um,
doors are always open.
doors are always open. So we're going to start off the show by asking, what is your most recent wrestling memory that you just absolutely love that you want to share with us here?
Oh my God, easy answer. Actually, I have two. The first one, the most recent, is when I took my son. We went to SummerSlam here when it was in Detroit. Absolutely, like amazing
Ah,
experience from start to finish. Like it was so crazy. Like that was his first live pay-per-view event
right.
Oh
that he's
wow.
ever been
So,
to. So like he had a blast. Like I'm just like I can't say like I mean, I'm sure you guys have all like seen it and witnessed it like on TV, but it was just like it was super, super loud. Like the noise levels was just like
That's the
crazy.
thing, though. People were trying to say like it wasn't
It
loud, but
wasn't
I
loud. I'm
think it
like,
was.
no,
I think it
it's
because it's
there.
a yeah, it's a stadium show, and so all the
Yeah.
the noise
Yeah.
goes
All the
straight up
noise
into
goes
the
up.
air and out.
Mm.
Yeah, and that's what I was telling people. They're like, "Oh, the crowd was super weak." I'm like, "No, if you were there, the crowd was not weak at all. Like it was super loud. It was just really good, like energy from start to finish. Like it was just the one match that people really didn't care for was that Ronda Rousey match, but whatever. I'm not a fan of her
hilarious.
anyway,
So
but it
long,
was
Yeah.
farewell.
yeah,
Of
Oh,
course,
yeah.
saying
buddy.
goodbye.
Yo,
But
they
yeah,
they
that was
really yeah.
incredible. That was really fun. And then my other memory I would say is when I took both of my sons to Comic Con when it was here. And then we got a chance to meet Mick Foley and take photos and stuff
Mhm.
with him. So like
He's
that
the
was a super,
best.
super dope experience. We actually met him 2 days, me and AJ, and then the second day we brought back Cinco. So it was really good. Like it was super fun. I'm glad that they got to share that experience. And then like the meet and greets that I took AJ to for SummerSlam weekend. They got a chance to meet mommy, and
Hey,
Oh
I love
wow.
her. That's the first time I
Oh
ever like
yeah, that's
fanned
gonna
out.
wake up some shit in them. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, yeah.
They
Hilarious.
It
they
definitely
gonna have a
did.
thing for
I can
big
see
old women.
clearly now.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
AJ, we got a chance to meet Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. So like that whole
Oh, that's
weekend
what's
was
up.
just
Oh,
amazing. Yeah.
They seem so rego. What's Rhea? I mean, I'm not gonna be like, oh, what's Rhea like? But like, you talk about you see somebody on TV versus seeing them up close. Is she like
She is literally is like copy and paste. Like that's the
okay?
first celebrity
That's
I've
crazy.
ever met that I was like, oh my God, like I don't know what to do. Like I froze up. I couldn't even look her in the face. Like she's
That's
so
crazy.
beautiful on TV, like with her eye makeup and everything like that. So like
shout out
seeing
to
her and it
Glam
was like,
Squad.
holy shit, like she looks exactly the same. Like she is just
Mhm.
beautiful.
Wow,
Love her.
Mhm.
Yeah.
that's
I don't think I
crazy.
could meet her again.
Hey, yo,
Yeah,
hey.
she gives
I
off
couldn't
like
do it.
she gives off like she dares you to try to fuck her.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? It's
yeah.
so like, and that's not even to be like crass or anything, but
No,
it's
like
just
for
like,
real.
nah, like this is a she's like a panther. So
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah. I was so intimidated. I was like, "Oh my God, I've met like my celebrity crushes. Like everybody know I'm obsessed with Tiana Taylor." And I wasn't even halfway as nervous. Like when I saw her, I was
oh
like,
nah,
"Oh shit."
Tiana get me.
Yeah. I couldn't, man.
Have you
Yeah.
ever met Tiana Taylor?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh
Like I've met her twice in
shit.
the same day. We took a picture together. She complimented me, told me my boobs were big, and like it was
There it is. There it
God, that
gotta,
is.
is
gotta love women
that
putting
is
women on a
so
pedestal, man.
exactly what she better. That's it.
But she seems like such an around the way girl though. Like
Mhm.
I
hmm
love where her career is now. I love it.
Love it. Love to see it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Can we get Jade Cargill and Tiana
Oh man.
Taylor?
In the
Never mind.
same room.
In the same zip
Man.
code, and like the just sexual energy would just pull everything into the ground.
Oh my
It's
God. Like
just like
I feel like that the same attraction that I have to Jay is like the same. It's like on that same wavelength as Tiana. Like they are like kind of one of the same. Like Jade is like a wrestling Tiana.
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. No, I definitely made the comparison before. I feel like,
Yeah.
um, call her
You've made a
evil.
lot of comparisons, so I'm
I call her
sure
evil
it's in there
Tiana
somewhere.
Taylor. So
Hilarious.
Like they could play each other's like siblings or something on
they're
the
like
show.
Pokemon evolutions of each other.
Yep.
Yeah, yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Perfect way to put it.
Mhm.
Somebody
Squirtle and
only
War Turtle.
somebody said the fans link Tiana Taylor and Jade Cargill. I would pay good money to
Oh
watch it
yeah, yeah. Same.
twice.
So
He said
Dame.
twice.
So Dame, what's up? All right. Let's go with Dame's recent history.
The only recent cool thing, my 6-year-old, I've had a chance to introduce him to wrestling and watching him
Hey.
like get into it and be excited for it. He hasn't found like that favorite wrestler yet, but just the thing that like we have found something that we can enjoy together as a young, him being a young boy and me being a father. I think that's really, really dope and exciting. I have not had the opportunities to meet any wrestlers lately. I do have like a dope experience that was like really close to me, and that my best friend and his daughter were traveling, and during a connecting flight, they got a chance to meet Montez Ford and Belair, and they were kind enough to like take pictures, like have a genuine exchange with them, and like my niece is 12 going on 13, and for her to like, I know it sounds corny when people say like representation matters, but for her to see, a young black woman who, looks like her, talks like her, and in the flesh,
Mm-hmm.
like, so taken aback by that. Like my niece is a track athlete and she plays
Oh,
basketball,
perfect.
and Bianca had the opportunity to talk to her about being like a track athlete, and it just lit something up in her, even for a split
Mm.
second. She may never be a runner, but like having that genuine experience and that genuine talk with her, it was just dope to hear the excitement in her about
That's
that.
dope, man.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
that's lit. Man, I can't even imagine if I would have met Bianca and
And
Montez.
Montez,
I would have got arrested
I
for
know, right?
sure.
leak the tape
Hilarious.
already. God damn it!
I
Y'all
would
know
have been
I
like,
want to
take
see it.
me with you, please. Do whatever you want to do with me, please.
Do you need a third?
The tape.
Literally would have been my
Oh,
question.
I know y'all got footage.
Just let me hold the camera. I don't need to be a third.
I
I'll
don't
I'll, I'll put in the
just
edit,
just
man.
put like
Man,
couple.
I'll put my hands behind my back. Show me what's on your phone right now. Like, I just want to see it. Just like 5 second clip.
Hilarious.
I just want to see. I just want to know that it exists so I can just go back home and just
It's them
take.
Jay Carter on the camera phone.
Oh,
Right.
that
All
would be
right.
nuts.
All right, guys. This is getting horny.
We
This is
are down
already
that horny highway.
it's we already got big meaty mania going on, and we're
There it
all
Oh
is.
man.
That's cocaine to this thing.
all about to get bonked. So y'all want to jump straight into the gauntlet, then?
Let's get to the gauntlet, man.
Wait.
Absolutely.
I got an easy one. I'm gonna ask everybody, what is your favorite salute or taunt or signal to the crowd? I don't want to limit it,
Mm,
but I also don't want to make it
super
like a
basic.
promo cut. You know what I mean? It's not so much if you smell what the Rock is cooking, but the Rock pulling off the elbow pad kind of thing.
Uh,
To over explain.
Okay.
I got my answer.
Go ahead.
It's Sean striking up the band, man. When he starts stomping in that ring, man, he's getting ready to hit that super kick.
Mm.
That's everything to me. It always
I
has been.
about to kick you from across the ring, like nigga.
I love you, Ric
Vader,
Flair. Pow.
right, right. Ric Flair. Yeah, Ric Flair is probably too drunk to like pay attention to the kick coming either way.
He's
So
used to drums in his head
you
anyway.
know, right. The groove. Um, you mind if I go next? Anybody got
no.
theirs yet?
I got mine, but go ahead.
I'm gonna go. Kurt Angle taking down the straps, brother.
Mm.
Kurt Angle,
Mm. Perk
especially
ankle.
like Perk Angle, where they just like cut the straps off because that nigga was crazy as hell
He he was
Anytime,
literally on one.
anytime somebody
on
that
several.
wears that singlet takes the straps down whether it be the King, Kurt Angle, Big Show. You know they
King?
ready to
Get
tear
the
The
some
king
shit up.
out
king?
of here, bro. When the king take the strap down,
Jerry
I giggle
Lawler.
my ass off. I beat Jerry Lawler ass. Nigga, if y'all go put a shirt on, they talk about taking the strap down. Nigga, get the fuck out of here. Nobody threatened by that. He gonna call the cops.
Hey, what I love that the King could be commentary, and as soon as his music hit, he'd be like, "Oh, I guess it's time to wrestle." And he's already dressed for work.
And the king is
He wore,
fixing to stand his ground.
he wore the singlet under his robes forever. And he only
Forever.
wrestled like 3 times a year, Dave.
Yeah, single.
He was always
Yeah.
ready. That
Yeah.
damn
Every week,
blue singlet.
Go right back to commentating.
every Monday, if something were to go haywire, they could just talking to the mic. Hey Jerry, we need you to fight Dolph Ziggler after this next
Jerry,
commercial
get in there
break.
right now. I don't give a shit about your heart.
It's like, all right, I got it.
Like,
I
what
can
was
give you
that
six.
one Royal Rumble he did that?
I mean, it could
I
be
feel like he
several
did it on like
Rumbles.
3 of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely,
He did it on a few.
definitely
It
at
was
least 3.
one, yeah, that he was like sitting there. He went right in, got eliminated, and like
Uh,
came right back down and
uh,
sit back
And I
JBL did
down.
think
that
Michael
shit
Cole,
too.
yeah, Michael Cole was there too. That was the year like all 3 of them did it.
Yeah, JBL was
Yeah.
like, "Oh,
Yeah.
it's my music," and he went in and came right back out. I'm like, "Are you serious?
All right.
You used to be
Because
somebody,
the
so you turned racist."
Royal Rumble advertises 30 people, but like they be stretching for some
Niggas
of the
be working
wrestlers.
double duty as fuck.
Yeah, they haven't
My
had
nigga,
to
my
in
nigga
recent
Mick went in
years.
there as everybody.
Oh yeah,
He
that was
sure
my
did.
favorite
The
one.
All right.
Faces of Foley. That was one of my favorite years.
Yeah, it was like 98, 99 or something like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Just
funny.
making up characters, nigga, selling T-shirts. Who else got one? Like I said, to remind everyone, Kurt Angle taking down the straps. I would like to see a match where Kurt is like, well, where Kurt was like cut the bullshit from the bell and just take the straps off at the bell. Be like, oh shit, you
I'm
about
sure it
to
happened
cancel.
in Impact. I think it's
Yeah,
somewhere out there in
probably.
Impact.
All right, moving on.
Mark
Uh,
Rob.
I was I can't say mine because one is from a person that we all hate, and the other one is from
Um,
a person that is absolutely deplorable. Hulk Hogan and Benoit.
Oh,
The
no,
throat
I'm
slash.
interested in the Chris
Oh,
Benoit.
this nigga about to go to homie court, bro. This nigga can't think of no others.
That's
Hey,
a hell of a
he said
combo.
Hogan and Benoit.
Nigga said Hogan and
Not let me
Benoit's
just take one
taunts.
toxic person. Let me get 2 of them in there.
You like
Worse
to
hey,
and
see?
worser.
Wait,
Oh,
hey, no one can accuse me of lying on this space. Like, all right,
yeah, bro.
all right.
This space ain't that safe, bro.
I didn't say it was safe. I just said
All
I
right,
don't lie.
all right. You know what this was.
Oh God.
Oh, God. All right, Dame.
Moving
are we
on.
talking Are we talking hulking up?
Yeah.
I don't want to
I,
get
I
this shit
think it's
no
one of
When I
more.
was
these
a
right here,
kid, though,
Dame.
when I was a kid, that was that got me lit. Not gonna front.
Fuck that
Got
nigga,
me
bro.
lit.
I think that gets off once I found out Hulk Hogan hated niggas. It made me
All that
look at.
shit went down the drain. I was like, nah, bro.
Totally did.
You was
I can't
never my
how many
dog.
I can't tell you how many V-neck shirts I ruined trying to think that I had the strength as an 8, 9-year-old boy to just rip them off of my
Nah,
chest. Like,
You was
oh,
trying to be ripped out the plastic?
yeah, no. When we was little, we used to cut the bottom out of out of like the shopping bag and then slide it on like a jersey and then tear that motherfucker off.
Oh shit,
that was
I was
Oh,
probably
lit.
smart.
Yeah,
innovative. Yeah.
smart ass kids. Yeah.
Black kids in tech.
All right, all right. Let's get
Yeah.
Dames and Motor City Oprah.
So the one that I like, Randy Orton, before he sometimes hits you with the punt or the RKO, how he put both the fists down and like do a little
Yes.
viper. I like
Yeah,
that.
man. Yeah. That was a big part of the reason that sold me on the Viper run when he really went into that because I wasn't a big fan of Legend Killer, but then once he started hitting that move, and I was just like, yeah, that just sets the table so nicely for
Yeah, they
what's
were
to come.
trying hard to find like baby face shit for him to do, like things to get
Mhm.
the crowd involved because it was just like this nigga was just the Antichrist. Like the nigga was like on a run of pure evil around that time, bro. And like
Mhm.
it was like
Now I do have an old school one that I like. I was used to be a huge fan of Jake the Snake, and when let you know the DDT was coming because it
Mhm.
was a quick out of nowhere.
Yep.
Oh yes, good old DDT.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, that takes me back. The DDT used to be a finish back in my day. hmm You get a
It was a
DDT
protect.
Oh man.
nowadays. I saw some
Nobody,
whippersnappers doing Canadian destroyers against each other, and nobody sold a damn thing.
nobody kicked out of the DDT.
Nah, bro, you ain't supposed to kick out the DDT, dog. That
Nah,
shit's
it's supposed to be
They
death
over.
show it.
sentence, nigga. That shit was a death sentence back in the day. Yeah, you do it to somebody on the street, it still is, nigga.
Yeah.
But hey,
Yeah,
Facts.
for sure. For sure.
Motor City Oprah.
Okay. So mine is like in a Rikishi match.
Whoa!
You had me at Rikishi.
I
when
wasn't expecting that at
when
all.
you
But okay.
see somebody hit the floor in the bottom of the ring in the corner, and Rikishi is on the other side diagonal of the ring,
Like,
You
bro,
already
come
know.
on,
you
dog.
know what's coming. You already
Dog,
know
there are
think
children
spaces.
watching this shit,
As
bro.
soon as you see that person like just fall down and just sit there slump, and then you see Rikishi make that face, the crowd just go crazy like, oh shit.
Why was everybody so happy for that shit, dog?
Because
Because you
it
see
was
kids
so
like,
wild.
It
Like
worked,
what?
man. He made it work.
oh, imagine
How
like
how
Oz
much extra did they have to add to like that opponent's like paycheck to
shit.
Let me
sit
tell
through
you
that?
something. Me and this nigga gonna have to have a serious conversation in the back about hygiene
Hey,
before
bro,
we
listen.
like look, my
Man.
you gotta be fresh out the shop about 10 minutes before our
But shit, it might be 10 minutes that he done sweated before he even get to that move. So do that really matter
It
for
ain't
real?
no dog.
Touche. Touche.
That nigga sweaty booty on your face, dog.
Sweaty.
Like,
Mhm.
nah, it's too close, bro. Like,
but
Ugh.
Samoa,
And
Samoan
then like they
Samoa
natural reaction is to like open their mouth like and disgust. So like now
oh
your
my,
mouth is over.
oh
Yeah,
My house
Samoan
was
sweat.
over it, Albert.
like I said, Rikishi
disgusting,
booty signal.
crazy.
Nobody said the crotch chop. Nobody. All right, all right.
But kind of like the same. It would be the same thing when X Pac used to do
Bronco
was it the
Buster.
Bronco Buster? Like when somebody falls down and he come across and he
Didn't he
put
tear
his
his
damn
booty doing
crotch in
that
their
shit one
face.
time?
Oh shit.
Didn't he?
I
I
don't.
I
thought he
think he
tore.
did. I
I
think he
thought he
did
tore
hurt
his
himself.
taint. He
Oof.
missed or something.
Woof.
Oh,
That's
that's
a
a
bad. That's a
shame.
rough way to go, baby.
Talking about the crotch shit. When I used to get kicked out of class for insubordination, that's how I would leave. Give him a little suck
Telling
out.
telling teachers to suck it. Holy smokes.
On the way out the
Yo,
door.
Dang.
and
When have
and
you not been a
then
menace?
right.
My whole life. My whole life.
There
The
it
more that I
is.
think about it, I've never been like a really good child. My whole
Dog,
life.
no shit. Yo, did y'all ever used to watch like or like I guess like Nash or any of like somebody in WCW will do like a suck it and you'd be like, nigga. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like
Mhm.
I forgot who it was, but I saw
It,
somebody
it
else.
was normally the Wolfpack or
Yeah,
like
Yes.
definitely
yeah,
Hall and Nash would do it sometimes.
yeah. Like,
And maybe a
nigga.
couple other places, but they wouldn't do the direct. Like
Right, they
they would
wouldn't do
kind of
the X.
they would do like
Like,
up here, so it was like different.
I'm like, nah, bro.
Elvis.
I
Elvis.
can't do that shit. I'll get that dollar store ass suck it out of here, nigga. What we got? What's up? Let's get another question going on. Get this round ball moving.
All right. My question, and I'm going to go to Dame first. Um, what two wrestlers would you like to see compete in something other than a wrestling match? And what would you like to see them compete? It's a two-part question.
Oh boy.
So, what two wrestlers and
Oh,
what do you want to see them compete in?
What two wrestlers? I'm gonna give some ridiculous shit. Shinsuke Nakamura,
Okay.
and then I will also say Braun Breaker. I would like to see them both read books out loud.
Nigga, nigga, chill out, chill out,
Oh my god.
chill out.
You are
Yo,
sick.
wait a minute. I never thought about it. Do we think Braun Breaker
Give
can't
each one,
race, bro?
give each one of them a college level textbook and read a
Oh
out
my
loud
god.
in front of the class.
I think Nakamura gonna beat that ass.
Oh my god.
Neither one, neither one of the kids have strong reading skills. And
Why
not
would
to
you
say
do
like and I'm not saying Nakamura is stupid because he probably is like a really smart guy in his native language. But when you try and force somebody where English is their second language to speak that shit, never works out well. Braun Breaker gives me the feeling that he's taken a lot of hits to the head already. And that wrestling is not helping him steer away from CTE. And I just
God
have a
damn.
feeling,
Jesus.
and he got that Scott Steiner gene in him. And I just think like big
Oh my
words,
god.
he's not sounding them out. He's straight looking at them and guessing.
Them boys definitely went to Michigan on an athletic scholarship.
That is hilarious.
Oh shit!
Reading
Is
out
that
loud.
Chris Webber over there? That ass. Who did I have? Oh, well, I definitely wanted. I think I had a gimmick written out a while back where I wanted to see Mike, The Miz, and Maurice, and I wanted them in a back and forth with Mike and Maria Kanellis, and it would just be like petty competition. They coming over, they come to Miz's house, and it's like way better because the Miz has been had like that steady WWE paycheck over the years, and like they just kind of stunting on them, and they like feeling like little homies. They go bowling, they do like they just a bunch of like couples competitive shit, and just have those be vignettes and have everybody getting paid off of that, and it'd be like super interesting because they go to a pool party and they like racing and all that shit, and like what I'm saying. And then that way, if you want to have like they were having like Mike get debased by Maria all the time, then you actually have a thing that she could be yelling at him about, or like a chance where he could like he has a chance. But it's just like they fumbled that, and I would have done that with them.
Bunch of passive aggressive couple shit.
Hell yeah. Hell. And then they get like, and then they show them like get in the car, or like they'd be like backstage looking at the TV sideways and shit. Like, how dare you embarrass me? Like, you see her ring? Look at this ring. Like, what I'm saying? Like, she's just like pushing the shit.
I've decided that my choices this time is going to be from different eras for the two wrestlers. So we're going to mention them again. I have 1988 Hulk Hogan and 1999 Rocky Maivia in a buddy cop movie to see who can have the highest body count.
Mm,
Wow.
okay. I thought we were gonna have a nigger competition.
Holy
Well,
shit.
Who
that's a
sounds
given.
who sounds funnier saying it?
Jeez.
One of you sounds oddly more comfortable than the other.
Uh, woo.
Yeah, no, I guess
All
I'd
right, there we
find
go.
I wouldn't be too bored. I watch that. I don't know. Sometimes I still like look at shit when they like mention Hulk Hogan, and it is like I still look at it. I
Yeah.
don't think he's like benefiting off any of it anyway. Especially like when they're talking about the lies of Hulkamania or whatever.
Right.
And this nigga was talking about he was just gonna play for Led Zeppelin, but was like, nah. It was like, all right. And that's
he did get married a third time since the last episode. So all thoughts and prayers for his third wife. Thoughts and
Jeez.
prayers.
Looks hella young.
Yes, and she looks just like Linda
dog.
again.
I think I can't leave it alone, bro.
He got a type.
Linda, come home. Damn, man. Like y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all both racist as fuck.
Oh
Y'all
shit.
Not y'all
And with
folks.
white folks, it's kind of like all that matters. For those kind of white
Yeah.
folks, that's kind of like all that matters.
As long as
Come
we
on
hate the
home,
same
Linda.
people, it works.
All right.
Motor
All right.
City Oprah.
Who you want to see
And you
compete?
said it has to
So
be anything but a wrestling match.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah.
So what two wrestlers would you like to see them compete in something other than wrestling, and then what would it be?
Bianca and Rhea do anything. Like, um,
I'll pay for that subscription.
yeah,
Bianca
do
and
any.
Rhea do stuff, and it's just like
Hilarious.
Girl,
every,
Also,
help me crack
cause,
these eggs.
'cause
right.
you
I'll watch
said
every
like,
single one of them
There's
shows break.
there's some weirdo who that is their thing.
like,
It
Rhea
ain't my
and
thing, but
Bianca,
I'll watch it.
beautiful women cracking eggs. Is be like, oh
yeah,
yeah, there
just
it
have
is.
them do anything. Cause since you said like not a wrestling match, at first I was gonna say like bring back the broad panty matches,
Oh
like,
shit!
and have them do.
See, this is why you voting Vince McMahon into the Hall of Fame.
Makes all the sense in the world.
It's even more problematic than we thought.
Tell
Oh,
Bianca to get in her underwear.
oh, man, yeah.
No, no, no.
Have them like
I don't want that to wake anything
some.
up inside me. No, no. Oh no. I gotta keep it pretty tight.
I already went
Yeah,
through that
have
with
them do
Trish.
something.
No, no,
Have
no,
them
no.
do something. That would be cool. I would like to see that. If I would
I
have
mean
to
that
pay for that pay per view, I would.
I'm pretty sure they got well, wait, they did the dinner for three or whatever.
Yeah.
It was them and who else? Raquel. I don't
Gonzalez.
there it is. I didn't want to slip up and say an adult film actor's real name. Yeah, an adult actor's name.
Hilarious.
Because as we've proven here on the Rasslecast Power Hour, adult film stars and pro wrestlers' names are very similar.
Very similar. Mark Robb.
Very schoolyard, very simple. Biggie versus Bobby Lashley in an arm wrestling match.
Hmm.
That'd be
I don't even
entertaining,
know
man.
who I
It'd
would
be
take.
it's a lot of money. There would be a lot of money being exchanged that day.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah,
the reason I thought about that, I thought about all the media men in our bracket, and what if they
there
just
it
did
is.
like a over the top style tournament,
There
and
he
I just
is.
imagine them two being in the finals, and then we get this epic showdown at the end.
Well, you just set us up, brother. Uh, right, hyphen.
He sure did.
Man, that's
Talking
why he's the
about
thought father.
men, meaty
Huh?
men. So he's talking about men, meaty men.
Oh yeah, okay, all right. Now I was like, wait a minute. Um, this whole tournament is wild. As we've stated before, we are, we wanted to get reacquainted with the homies. And now, you know, we're probably, anyway, time limit draw on this one. But next week, by the magic of this week, we will bring to you the Big Meaty Mania tournament, where all those big meaty men we drafted, all those guys that we drafted the prior, they're all coming together, and we are going to decide on a winner. And so, right here, right now, let me run down the bracket. Ooh, buddy, if this were a pay per view, this shit would be crazy. Like, these matches are insane, and the way they just kind of shook out was just based on order of draft. So
No five
nobody.
matches.
Hmm.
No 5-star matches in there.
You know what, bro? I think there actually are in here, but yeah, more than yeah. No, no, no. We got some 5 stars in here. Um, starting with this one, number one seed Samoa Joe facing. This is going to be crazy. The American Badass version of the Undertaker. Yeah, see, I couldn't believe I got him that low, but yeah. So it'll be Samoa Joe versus the American Badass Undertaker. The next round is Brock Lesnar taking on Walter Gunther. That's gonna be crazy. That would be crazy, I should say. Miro and Jeff Cobb, and then Kenta Kobashi versus Farouk. APA Farouk, by the way. We're talking
Okay.
the meatiest, slappiest version of Ron Simmons at that point. It was whooping niggas' asses, boy, for real. Then on the other side of the bracket, we got Bray Wyatt versus Bam Bam Bigelow. Reinforce that ring. Rikishi. Oh yeah, these the boys over here. Rikishi versus Vader. Big
Ooh.
Bad Vader. Woof. We got Bobby Lashley taking on Scott Steiner, and then here we go. The founder of the feast, Bobby Lashley taking on Big E, big meaty man. Yeah,
Wait, you got Lashley in there twice.
what? Wait, huh?
Yeah.
Hang on. Nope. Keith Lee and Big E.
Oh, okay. I could
Yeah,
have swore you said Keith or Big E and Bobby Lashley.
It's very possible I did.
Okay,
But
just
yes,
making
Keith Lee
sure.
versus Big E.
Okay, my bad.
All right, you got yours copied down.
Yep.
I mean, I'm just gonna say them all the time when we do it anyway, so it don't matter. But yeah, that'll be for next week. So tune in, you sweaty marks. We'll see you then.
Our secretaries will see you out. Until then.